Well, that's nice. There you go.
Yes!
Last summer, I set myself the challenge to catch a sturgeon for the first time in my life. I was really interested in catching that fish because not only do they look really cool, but also I heard that the taste was great. So really I wanted to catch one and to cook it. This was legal to do here in Quebec. I could catch one sturgeon. I had the one sturgeon limit. So I went for it once the season was open. So here you can see me, I'm throwing just a little earthworm with a sliding weight. Very simple setup. The current was quite heavy at the spot where I was fishing, so I needed a good weight. Here you can see a sturgeon jumping. That was so exciting to see. It was a really good spot. Even if you don't catch anything, you could see so many sturgeon and other fish, also walleye, jumping at that spot. There were also some rock bass that you could catch there. Here is my brother-in-law catching his first sturgeon ever. I was very glad for him that he could do that. Here I was able to catch one little walleye after a day of fishing, and this was pretty much the first day of fishing. I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't catch a sturgeon yet because I could see them everywhere jumping, but sometimes it's like that. You have to be patient. I was really glad that I caught this little walleye. I let it go because it was so small. Here the second day we got rained on quite a lot, but still we had fun. As you can see, we're in a very urban spot, but still there's lots of sturgeon. As you will be able to see here, my brother-in-law is showing me how it's done once again. So he's catching his second sturgeon of the season already. I'm helping him with the netting. And here we go. Sturgeon number 2 for him. I was so stoked about him that he was able to catch this sturgeon. Here we go. Finally, on the third day, I was able to hook a sturgeon. It was my dad who called me and he said, I got a bite, I got a little sturgeon. It was actually not legal size to keep. It wasn't a keeper. But when I heard that they were biting, I was like, okay, I have to go there. So I went there, and 10 minutes later, I'm getting a bite, or what I thought was a bite. But actually, I think the sturgeon was just swimming next to my line because I had actually hooked it on the side. Anyways, we were able to catch it, and I was super glad, and I was so excited to finally get one of my own. So I measured it, and it was legal size, so we knew it was a keeper as soon as I caught it. There it is.
Wow! Bravo!
There is the one, and my dad also got one of legal size, so we really got this window where they were biting a lot. Here we have the cleaning process, so please don't do this. Don't cut towards your hand. Get a clamp when you're cleaning the sturgeon, because you don't want to be cutting towards your hand. I did that because the fish was super slippery, so be safe first. So here, just cleaning the spikes on the back of the fish. Also, there's some spikes on the side. You want to clean that before you do the filleting job. I'm doing the job outside, so it's easier to clean with the garden hose. That's it. Pretty straightforward. Just filleting. Pay attention with the filleting knife. You don't want to cut through the backbone. It's very easy to cut through it. So that's it. We have one fillet that is finished. Doing the second one. So just cut some chunks once you have your fillet done, and slide your knife just along the skin. So for the recipe, you will need first 3 cups of water, then 3 tablespoons of salt. You mix it well. Add 1 cup of maple syrup and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Then you can put in the sturgeon fillets and let them marinate overnight. Then you prepare your barbecue, which is gonna act as a smoker. So put the barbecue at 175 degrees Fahrenheit, but have only one side of the barbecue open, and that's where you put your moist wooden chips, which create the smoke. On the other side, put the sturgeon fillets and wait for 2 hours. After 2 hours, the smoked sturgeon should be ready. So you can try for internal temperature. It should be higher than 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Here you can give your sturgeon a taste, and it should taste absolutely delicious. The texture feels like chicken, but the taste is just, it can't be described. So that's the recipe of smoked sturgeon. I hope you like it and give it a try if you can.